And then assemble kwa trendy extortion and local social media extortion because of obviously the allegation Sammy Gyamfi make about 2 days ago efa Afenyo Markin ho na mama wati ase say ade ba kwa me pepa ne say asembeba na melodies ebusuanfo amutie mi amu sa field no emu no mo atro amame mo atro document amame etre ensem eniso yemia a wo ye a learning lawyer a friend of Daniel Gidi unim say yana otro legal pieces on issues like that intende wa tro asem a ye nyina wo se yesua Diana Ganamra eka afa extortion ho. This is an interesting one and I know you are going to like it. Yankonko kinkai. And then first time wa ha me share subscribe and click the notification bell on so. Oyanesa latest news be about on Sabeka. This video is kindly sponsored by Nature Hills Herbal Shop. Me say ope energy a men konkonom energy drink. One day ebetumi have effect e wo kidney eso. Adia ba kon for kidney pa energy drink. Mesrawo se wope sexual stamina asoba ana obema men konkofa Viagra ana men konkofa sansa na ya hye ne bitters no. One day one hweni ya will live abesei. No ye wo natural products be friend maca root obefa 2 capsules a day. Energy nso de beetroot capsules obefa 2 capsules a day. Mesrawo se ompese obenya diabetes wa brabomu. Umpese ubenya BP issues unimobi ewa brabomu diabetes ni BP issues uwodofu bi umpese ubenya saadie na mesrel tomoringa capsules every day for 2 ansana we didi ofre Nature Hills obema osa products we nina Ghana fo amwo abrochire no mo topa ati ase Ghana fo ewo Ghana no mamu mfe ndi agro onze Ghana fo ewo abrochire ndi omunim sa ansem nim to mo mfe ndi agro but ya ewo Ghana no na ya na yini minyama bi se mesremo Fre Nature Hills 059-800-3891 baby a wo Ghana bia no obe deliver e the amount now I say the legal lens beyond headlines into the law now I say extortion in Ghana, what does the law really say? I say understanding the offense, its ingredients, punishments, and gold board controversy, a concise public legal guide. Senior Mekano, this is by Daniel Gidi, LLB candidate, legal researcher, and then also public legal commentator. Now, Yensha in Samoa Oka, I say the issue, I say Ghana's ongoing gold board controversy has produced a serious legal allegation, extortion. Gold Board Chief Executive Officer Sammy Gyamfi has publicly accused minority leader Alexander Afenyo Markin of being an extortionist. Mr. Afenyo Markin has rejected the allegation. The legal significance is straightforward. An allegation is not a conviction. The question is whether the alleged conduct satisfies the ingredients of criminal offense under Ghanaian law. Also, what is an extortion? Also, Section 151 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29, provides that a person who extorts property from another person by means of a threat commits a second-degree felony. In simple terms, ordinary extortion requires a property, a legally recognized threat, and a connection between the threat and the obtaining of the property. Intino, your brother Daniel Gidi, breaking it down. Extortion kra eyedien. Dien na Ghana mbra kanfa ho. Ghana mbra trese obi commit a crime na extortion na wa commit a second degree felony. As in simple terms, ordinary extortion no se obi ewo ne japade ni sika ni obi threatening nipa kro no. And then there's a connection between the threat and say nipa kono or the threat na eje ejapade na efri nipa kono nsa na odi ji nipa kono sika efri nsa na efri extortion. It was said the elements of ordinary extortion, section 151. 1. Property. Property must be involved. 2. Threat. The accused must make a threat of the type recognized by section 17 of Act 29. 3. Causal connection. The property must be obtained through that threat. 4. Criminal act. The accused must have committed the act constituting the offense. Inti ye breaki extortion da bagana mremu a 1. E wo se japadie bi wo ho. Inti japadie de ebetumi aye dan, ebetumi aye car, ebetumi aye sika, sika nso ye japadie. Ebetumi aye phone. Threats, se wo bi threaten. Episode je ade ni free unsem. Inti threat no eno nso ewo ho. And then the connection it say or the threat no episode je japadie no free unsem. So there's a connection through the threat, the property no, there's a connection. And then the criminal act. Say nipa ko ne ya ade na, then it is criminal. Or say what counts as a threat? Also, section 17 of Act 29 gives threat a broad meaning. It can include threats of criminal force or harm, criminal damage to property, libel or slander, prosecution for an alleged offense or detention. Extortion, therefore, does not necessarily involve a physical threat. Inti yebra breaking it down. Inti ya explaining extortion. Inti sisi ya call threat cry ye dien. Ye kaso bi a threatin bi a ye dien. Dien na Ghana mbra kan fa ho. Ghana law na nya agro. You breaking it down in section 17 of Act 29. Ah, what threat na krase. Ah, ye brother kan krase. Extortion therefore does not necessarily involve a physical threat. Ne ka say extortioner. Any can say ye physical threat keke because threat e bi wo ho physical, e bi wo nso a you know online. Obi be threat you be online and physical. Obi nso be threat you physical. Or say extortion by a public officer. Or say section 239 read with section 247 of Act 29 deals with extortion by a public officer. The law focuses on a public officer demanding or obtaining money or valuable consideration under color of office, which knowing that he is not lawfully authorized to demand or obtain it. Key questions include: is the person a public officer? Was money or valuable consideration demanded or obtained? Was public office used? And did the officer know the demand was unauthorized? So what have the courts said? Osedonko versus the States, 1964, GLR 598 SC. The prosecution must establish the essential connection between the alleged conduct and the public office. And then when they say the office of the special prosecutor, essay ordinansa akadie no nti no behwemu ehunu say obetumi investigations on same anymore. And I know say if the special prosecutor ever investigations on same no, these are some of the simple questions I was say or pass it through answer. What I said, that is why I'm happy that we are reading something like this. You know, Apia versus the Republic, 1987 to 88, 2 GLR 377 SC, examines demand or obtaining of money under color of public office. Or say to two and another in the state, 1965, GLR 593, illustrates threat-based extortion under section 151. I say, what about a member of parliament? I say, a member of parliament is a public officer for relevant constitutional and legal processes. Legal purposes. But this does not mean that every demand, criticism, negotiation, or political pressure by an MP is extortion. The legal questions are: what was demanded? From whom? Why? By what means? Was money or valuable consideration involved? Was there a threat? Was public office used? Was the demand lawful? Inti parliamentarian. Yes, parliamentarians ekasa emrano e support you bebre. But say yebeka say parliamentarian like Afenyo Markin, why extortioner? Questions be why I was say ye answer. Again, no demand from Sammy Gyamfi. Say no demand idea no. Say ye sika no value near saying and all those things. Or say how serious is the punishment? Or say ordinary extortion under section 151 is a second-degree felony, and under the applicable sentencing provisions may attract up to 25 years imprisonment. That is say special prosecutor was see obey investigation or so obey so kokoye. Now indeed on evidence nature say indeed Afenyo Markin extortion and I send ya Sammy Gyamfi and the walk court is Sammy Gyamfi to make the evidence court to court no say indeed extortion because so na Afenyo Markin ye de no court na ye hu say ye convicting say indeed or ye extortioner obey them 25 years. For the public officer offense under section 239, the amended law provides not less than 12 years and not more than 25 years imprisonment upon summary conviction. The gold board controversy, what does it mean? Also, the present public dispute should be treated as an allegation, not an established criminal fact. If the matter becomes a criminal case, investigators and prosecutors would have to establish evidence satisfying the relevant ingredients of extortion. Political slogans cannot substitute for proof. And I like this a lot. At this point, a allegation, Timo Bianco find the World Cup. As the key takeaways, not every demand is extortion. Not every political disagreement is extortion. Threats and or unlawful use of public office are central to the relevant offenses. Public office does not create immunity from criminal law. An allegation must be proved before a person can be criminally convicted. And I think we all know this at this point. So basically, this is our brother Daniel Gidi. I'll say the legal lens. Bottom line, the real question is not whether an allegation sounds serious. It is whether the evidence satisfies the legal ingredients of extortion. In criminal law, evidence, statutes, and judicial interpretation must speak louder than political emotion. This is coming from our brother, and I like it very much. It was for Montreal Mwadjo comment box nimo.
Ghana ni bia wutie me no book we eye asset ba ko a e wo se wo keep e wo fie to book we ma wo ho to ma wo ba to ma obi biara osombo e wo wabrabo mu wadanfo obi a opese odi ye wabrabo mu bia no to sa book we your friend the Ghanaian investor na sa book we be show different forms of investment a obetumi aye e wo Ghana ha licensed investments. The first one e ya de bia your friend emergency fund. Book we bet show send you set up emergency fund. Abrabo aye boy bibia betumi ato. If you have an emergency fund, ebeba na ba be save you. Oka betumi asay wo kwan so. Obetumi ayare, oba betumi ayare, nini na emergency fund no ebe take control of all those situations. Book no be sanso atre wa de bia ye fe endowment fund. A obetumi dia protect wo ho any future. Na sa endowment fund no nyame mpengu ukokonya accident na untumi nye adwuma bioma it will take care of you for the rest of your life. Book no besan so atrel senya obe set up a personal pension fund. Enkrofo bebre eye adwuma wie ekọ retirement omukọ retirement we no mo ho aba betwe mo o set up a personal pension fund. That will not be your case. Most importantly, book we betre how to invest in the Ghana Stock Exchange. Now Ghana Stock Exchange investment, basically, it means you are buying ownership of Ghanaian companies. Now Ghana Stock Exchange, it is one of the best performing markets in the whole world. A lot of people are making money from the Ghana Stock Exchange, but they don't know how to invest in it. Bukui a better idea. Your investments be why a friend of mutual fund. Bukui better how to invest in a mutual fund. Now mutual fund, you don't need to be rich to invest in a mutual fund. I remember an example. You find say wa ba fresh. Now what per license mutual fund e wo Ghana ha say opese odi usikashim. Say o to me invest 500 cedis every single month. E wo a Ghanaian mutual fund mo. By the time I wo ba be 19 years no. Now wa dane millionaire. You find say o wo fa CB we di 10. Opese da chi bi odi ye. every month for 500 cedis ehye mutual fund mu emano. By the time awoba no and our fase no obedi 29 years no na oye millionaire. Wankasa wotie me we di 40. Nanso wo hwa onye investment bia eno ane say obeye mutual fund every month for 500 cedis ehye. By the time obedi 59 years no na wonya 1 million Ghana cedis. Into mutual fund no, that is how it works. Small money every single month. By the time embre ebeba no na sika no ayekese. Book we better sanya mani na. Sa ope book no ni PDF anase ni twi video a. Free anase WhatsApp number na ewo book ni so sisi a. Na sa we Ghana ni na wa brochure na ope hard copy of the book a very simple call Amazon. Na search for the Ghanaian investor. Place the order. Baby, I will be able to ship it at the April. Medasi.